Hello, everybody. I'm going to come up with a different intro. Okay, welcome back. There we go. That's my new one.
And I'm just going to do what Meatball does every episode of their one. Hello, my little Mehhheads. Welcome back to the episode. Well, we
There we
didn't.
go.
Well, back into the show. Sorry, God, I'm terrible. We did go for a break this episode. Um, but yeah, another episode, another week. This week we don't have a special guest. It's just us.
Exactly. We love having our special guests on, but we want y'all to just have us two as well.
Yeah, we're not narcissists in the slightest. Like, I love myself when America comes at me.
Mm-hmm.
What? I get distracted. My friends say I go up to the windows in empty shops looking at them and they call me a window licker. I'm like, I don't lick the windows. I look what's inside them, you idiot.
Yeah, that sounds
Fucking
about
idiot.
right.
It's not my fault. I want to be a nosy bitch and see just pennies open. Like, I want to see the stock. Like, all I see is,
Exactly. Every time we go into town before a show, you're always dragging me around the bleeding shops, especially Tower Records.
here now. Like, that's good. Like, because I get to go around, get to see a lovely shop. Like, I was in there today. No, I wasn't in Tower Records today. I was in town with my friends, and I had to get a new duvet now. So, and they were like, "Ah, go to Duns." I'm like, "No, I won't go to Duns. I'm gonna go to Allen's because they got lovely stuff. I got this lovely one. It's yellow. It's got hexagons on it. Like,
Not better than friends, though. Am I right or am I right?
I actually preferred How I Met Your Mother. But that's me.
Okay.
Hey, How I Met Your Mother was funnier because they all had doppelgangers, and one of the doppelgangers was a stripper who basically just took the piss out of everything.
Oh my god. I
Hey,
still
if
need to
you
watch this show. I still
there's a
haven't
lot.
watched it.
Have you watched Romy and Michelle's high school reunion? I'm sorry, everyone needs to watch it.
Is it available on Netflix?
It was until 2015.
Okay, then we'll see.
They used to give it out on DVD. Remember when Netflix gave out DVDs?
Mm-mm.
No, they used to send out DVDs in the post too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it didn't really last long.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. With the bleeding worldwide phenomenon they are today, I can't even fucking speak.
I I demand they do not cancel more shows. It cancels far too many shows this year. Don't care.
I know, for sure. Look, that's what Miss Rona does to us.
Hey,
We'll just
this
blame
wasn't Miss
everything on Miss.
Rona.
We'll just blame everything on Miss Rona, like we have been. If it wasn't for Miss Rona, we'd be in bleed Magaluf right now.
I keep forgetting that. Like, do you know what's weird though? I'm back to work now, and I'm supposed to be technically on paid holidays.
Say.
I'm like, do I get? I was saying to like one of my coworkers, I was like, "Am I getting holidays when I come back?" She's like, "Well, surely you are." Like, but then again, you weren't working for 3 months. I was like, "That
Yeah.
wasn't a holiday. Where was I gonna go? My kitchen? Was I gonna eat another packet of Mr. Kipling's Battenbergs?
Yeah.
Not sponsored."
No, I don't think we'll be getting holidays. I don't know, but I know I definitely am not because if I was, I'd be getting paid holiday pay, but I'm not.
We'll just have to wait and see when September comes around, or December, or whenever.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just take all our show dates off as holidays.
I've already prepared. I've already prepared. So yeah, enough about this little chit chat. Let's start it into the meat of this episode. So
Exactly. So we'll have a few things to talk about. And the first thing, which y'all have probably expected already, is the first episode of Drag Race
Big
All
Brother
Star.
Australia. Sorry.
Big Brother Australia, for fuck's sake.
What? It's an interesting game. Like it features people who are reality stars. No, of course, I'm not talking about Big Brother Australia. I'm talking about Drag Race All Stars season 4.5. Well,
Where are you
we're
coming
not
up with
counting.
4.5 from? Oh, All Stars
Uh,
1 doesn't count.
well, it counts as half a series because, well, it had no. Oh no, that happened to Drag You. Remember that moment between Juju and Raven where she goes, "Is that my ring?" I thought that was in All Stars for a second, but then it was like,
No.
oh no,
Yeah.
mm, shame.
Hmm.
But so we started our fifth series of All Stars this week, and of course there was a twist in the game.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't on Netflix that we had to scour the internet for links.
I have it downloaded in HD on my laptop from an unknown source. We're not going to talk about it.
We don't want this video demonetized.
Didn't we already get demonetized for the last 3 episodes?
No, we need fucking like 4,000 subscribers first on here, but sure. Maybe one day.
One day, one day.
Hmm.
Maybe one day we'll be judges on Snatch Game, but that's not going to happen.
We know that's going to happen. I mean, Drag Race UK season 5.
Play season 6. The 6 seasons are always good.
True. Ay, ay, ay.
So obviously this season of All Stars they have switched up the game because Rue wanted another Emmy. Um
That's one reason why.
we all saw Rue when basically he's on that stage. He's like, "Will I get an Emmy out of this?" Michelle's just like, "I'm loving
Maybe.
this artistry." Rue's like, "Can I get another Emmy?" How much fracking do I have to do to get another Emmy?
Oh God.
Hey, he could just say he's doing a documentary on fracking.
Oh Jesus Christ!
The
Don't let that
new
happen,
Netflix,
please.
the new Netflix version of Tiger King, fracking queen, and the we just
I
have to
swear to
find someone
God.
who's we just have to find someone who's like Carol Baskin.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh, honey, it's not Jesus.
What is it then?
I don't know. Gaga.
Gaga, Jesus Christ.
So yes, All Stars
That
5,
sets it
of
up.
course, they've changed up the game. So in this season, of course, there is now, of course, the queens are voting for each other, obviously voting for who out of the bottom two they want to go home, as well as this there is a lip sync assassin. Every single episode, a different one. Now, in the first episode, of course, we had our season 11 winner, Miss Evie Oddly, who did free Britney this episode. That's all I'm saying for now. We remember that season 11 finale moment? She was foreshadowing what was to come. Now,
Exactly.
of course, this season is stacked, of course. It's stacked as ever. We, of course, have Shea Coulee from season 9. We have Miss
Ju-
Mall Queen herself, Jujubee. Who else,
oh
Jack?
God. We have the most glamorous woman ever, Blair Sinclair. I love Blair. Um, we obviously have Miss Cracker as well. Love me some Cracker.
Sorry, I just.
And crack shit.
We, of course, have the reason AJ and the Queen was cancelled. Bam! Sorry. What? She was just literally. If you've seen AJ and the Queen, Alexis Mateo had one line, and that was just to make Rue laugh. Was her just going bam? And I was like, what? What is this? Where did you come from? Um. Besides that, of course, we have Miss Derek Barry, Barry, Barry,
Barry.
Barry, Barbara.
Streisand.
Have you seen Stars Born starring her? the choice.
No, no.
So yes, our favorite Britney Spears impersonator. Of course, then we have Miss I Was Lifted Up by Mimi I'm First, and all I got was being brought back to All Stars 5. Miss India Farah.
And the last one, number 10. Who the fuck is it?
You, it's not number 10. You forgot about Mariah Successful.
Yeah, okay,
Mariah
Mariah. There we go.
And of course, our favorite queen who got her opening outfit from Amazon, Miss Mayhem.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Mayhem too.
Who
Sorry,
else was it?
Mayhem, love you. That's it.
Is that it? Are we forgetting anyone? There's no
I'm pretty sure
Valentina
we've
this
named them.
season.
No, that was All Stars 4, honey.
Lest we forget. No, so this season will of course have 8 episodes. There now, obviously, because we have 2 less episodes than All Stars 4, we of course have this season as well Untucked, back since finally returning. We haven't had it since All Stars 1, so we can have more moments of people just laughing, being gradually more annoying, and just everything in between.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
And the one thing I love about this year's Untucked, if you guys haven't watched Untucked, by the way, any seasons, make sure you bleed and do, because it's it's the best part about the show, honestly. But the
I
one
just
thing,
realized we forgot one queen.
yeah.
Sorry, I was lost in traffic.
Oh yeah, Angina. We love Angina.
Our very first season 1 queen, who of course um has been gone for a while, but has finally returned.
Exactly. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, Untucked. So if you guys haven't watched Untucked, do. But the one thing I will say about this All Stars 5 Untucked is with the way everyone votes with their lipsticks, we all get to see who votes for who. You don't get to see that in the main episode. So a little bit of scandal, I think, but it'll be good.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen this like in the past seasons because it would just been drama filled. Imagine.
Exactly. But no, I think this is going to be the best All Star since All Stars 2.
Oh, we will. There actually, as well as this, there is no comeback queen this season. Apparently
Oh,
so.
really? That's been confirmed?
Well, apparently, according to rumors on Reddit and various other sources, there is no comeback queen this season, which is understandable because, well, technically we have a lip sync assassin every episode, so technically we end up with like practically 7 returning lip sync assassins plus our 10 queens. So we do get a kind of stacked cast of 17 overall queens.
Well, there goes Derek's assumption that she'd be coming back.
Hey, but look at it this way. She did feature in Willem's video for Derek, which was released on the first episode of All Stars 5, which was really good. Very
Well,
Britney-esque.
considering that the song is about Derek Barry, I'd consider Derek Barry being a part of the bleep video.
Oh, I know. Also, Nebraska's part of it.
Love Nebraska. Right.
And
so,
she's definitely not a pig in a wig.
Agreed. I've met Nebraska. Did you meet Nebraska, Draggold?
No, I didn't meet Nebraska.
No. Well, I did. And she was fabulous. The only thing is that she's a reading talker.
You do realize her and Derek did Bromy Michelle one of the days, right?
Ooh.
Do you remember when they were wearing the blue and pink dresses?
Yeah, I think it was the second day.
Yeah, they were doing Romy Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Derek was, of course, Lisa Kudrow's character, Michelle, and Mia's, I can't pronounce her last name, who was Romy was, of course, who Nebraska was playing. So it was really good.
All right, that's good. Right, so more about the episode of All Stars 5. So who did we think was the best in the Work the World Talent Extravaganza.
Okay,
That's what they're calling it now.
firstly, that was okay. Firstly, that wasn't the first challenge. Of course, we had, the library is open. Let
Well,
me
yeah,
just
but we
listen.
know who was the best there anyway. Obviously, Blair. That's not even a question. That's why I skipped it.
It was not Blair. It was Jujubee. You do not skip that moment. It was clearly Jujubee. I'm trying to find my 2020 glasses, but I think they're lost to the world now. I was going to start reading each other, but we do that already. Um,
Mm, Tone.
yes.
No, I'm not a great reader. I'll have these next week.
Oh, honey, were you just basically using those to reflect back on your actions? Was that a read or a statement?
A statement.
I do feel like the reads this season, they were alright. Some were good, some were not so good. Angina, she was kind of lost, girl.
Exactly.
And Derek was just flat out savage.
Derek was okay.
Oh, like no, her India's face was literally like Latrice's was when basically Valentina went, Mystique was a mistake. It was just pure like,
Oh.
you fucking bitch. But yes, the Worth the World's talent show, which of course the name hasn't aged well because none of us can see Worth the World in our cities until at least November. By that
Oh my
point,
god.
we don't know what series of Drag Race will be airing. Maybe UK season 2? We don't know.
Exactly.
So, who was your standout, Jack, and who did you not like, and who was just eh eh
Well, my standout was definitely India. Like
India?
that was like we haven't heard from India in ages, and then she comes in and she does that. I mean, round of applause to India Farah. Um, by the way, I'm assuming y'all have watched this episode, so if you haven't, spoilers are gone. But um, but but yeah, India Fair was my favorite in terms of the talent show. My least favorite, Derek. I mean, this is reflecting on who wins and who loses, but I mean, this is generally what I thought. Um, like, what the fuck was that?
There was with Derek. I like it wasn't the worst. We see much worse, or like much.
Cocoa Munchies. Yeah, true. We've seen worse in terms of the All Stars talent competition. I mean, Cocoa Trees, Pheromone. Um,
Pheromones was good until she fell.
yeah, exactly. That's the reason why it was bad. Aye, aye, aye. But the
Now,
one person who's like unexpectedly, like, what's the word? Impressed me
yes.
was Jujubee. I
Oh, her
didn't know
singing
Jujubee could
voice.
sing like that.
Oh, it's referenced all the way back in season 2. Like she's like, "Oh, we're all scared of her because Gigi can sing," and then she just kind of threw it just because she was so drunk. She's like kind of
Mm.
drunk, so she didn't care. That would give us our most infamous ever lip sync, which of course has now limited the amount of alcohol the queens can get. Is of course Black Velvet. We all remember that episode. Raven her got shit faced. All you have to do is roll around the stage and people think you're good. Um,
Exactly.
I will say this. For me, standout would have to be Juju. Uh, India, yeah, I liked it. It's very much what India is known for. Um, Juju was a standout for me. I wasn't as well as this. I also loved um Mariah's kind of take on systematic racism. That was really good. It was kind of
Yeah, that
really
was
good
good.
kind of take. Very different for Mariah.
Hmm.
Um, who I felt was kind of lost was Mayhem, because as much as I love the eye thing, it's kind of a bit over. It kind of a year ago when the series was filmed, yeah, it was hot shit, but now it's like
Now it's like throwback, but like not necessary.
I was kind of meh for me was as much as I love Shay, like yes, it was good, but at the same time I wasn't taken aback by it.
Mm,
Yeah, so it's a bit
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do on the poll, but I mean, hers is kind of basic.
yeah. So moving on from that, what did we think of our guest judge, Miss Ricky Martin?
Living a bit um, like Ricky was good. Ricky was a good guest judge, methinks.
I did think he was good. I did see him and Rue's acting again, and I still haven't confirmed why AJ and the Queen was cancelled. Anyone who just goes, it's scandalous! I'm like, Rue, honey, I've seen more realism out of McBitch Challenge from season 8. I mean,
Oh
season
God.
7. I remember this. I am Lakeisha Kiani. I'm like, oh no, please don't do that again. Happy Hagwarts, bitches.
Oh God, this sounds worse than Maximum on Fia shower needles.
Bro. Bro. Um,
Oh.
Jesus. But yeah, the drama of everything, it was just mad.
Hmm. Exactly. But sure, look, we'll be grand. By the way, this episode is sponsored by 7 Up Free.
And of course, the new Lucasade Citrus Chill. It looks like the promo
Look at
for.
the shimmer.
Oh, it is shimmer. Look at that. It's so lovely. It's
Look
iridescent.
at. If you watched our first episode, you'd know what that is.
Yeah, yeah. It's a well-known fact of ours. Along with, of course, I can't hear Jack because I'm listening to Kids Bop.
Sure, look, it's not worse than walking into the club.
Oh, honey, don't get me started. So what did we think of the other girls? And of course, the Work the World talent show. So of course we had Angina.
Meh.
It was a cute. It was cute. It was just I think like it was a cute. Her look, her entrance look for it was cute. The whole kind of starting was a cute, and then she kind of lost me halfway through because she was just kind of she wasn't really lip syncing the words, and it was kind of a mixture. It's like shit. I forgot the words. Um, we had, of course, who else did we have? What did we think of Blair doing Irresistible?
I love Blair. That's it. All I have to say.
She's our pumpkin spice latte queen. Um, like I did think it was cute. Like I loved her look during it.
Mhm.
Who else? Who else are we
Alexis
talking about?
Mateo surprised me.
That was really good. Like you could clearly see she loved performing for, of course, Ricky. She loved it.
Definitely. I think we've talked about everyone, haven't we?
I think
Yeah,
we have. Is there
yeah.
any queen you would have who hasn't been on the who wasn't cast on the season yet you would like?
Um, I'd love to see Ariel Versace on it.
I would love to see, and this is a queen we haven't seen much of since her season. Oh, I love this string.
Who the
Don't you
fuck
get
is
the
that?
meme?
No.
I love this thing. Oh my god. Season 2, Miss Jessica Wilde.
Ah.
I love this thing. You know what they had to do the acai berry absolute challenge.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
she's
yeah,
just
yeah.
there going, I love this thing. I'm like, ah, yes, yes. Freaking love her. She did this amazing tribute to Selena. It was it was great. Like not the
Mhm.
best, but still pretty good.
Exactly, exactly. Right. Well, until next week, I think that's enough All Stars 5 to talk about. Enough
We
Drag
forgot, of
Race.
course,
What
we
did we
forgot the
forget?
you forgot the most important part of the episode, the lip sync.
Oh, yeah!
And the whole, like, literally the rest of the episode, you just kind of went, that's the talent show. We're forgetting the end ever happened. Which I'm like, okay, there's more to the episode. So, of course, spoiler alert, if we haven't already told you, we're now going to talk about the elimination. So, our lip sync assassin for this week was, of course, Evie Oddly, who came in a very kind of Evie kind of get up. It was kind of a lot of tricks, a lot of reveals, a lot of everything. And
Mhm.
of course, the winner of the week was, of course, Miss India. So she won. And of course, our two bottom queens were Mayhem Miller and, of course,
Derek Barrier.
Derek. Yes, they
Hey,
were our
Derek.
two. Oh, yeah. Every time you see her, it's like, ooh, I did it again, bitch. Everyone's like, yeah, you got eliminated. But yeah, of course, those were our two bottom queens. Now, we're going to talk about voting. So, what do we think of like the queens voting? Like,
They all voted for the right one anyway. I mean,
Juju did vote for Mayhem.
yeah, that's true. I mean, like I said, in All Stars 5, Untucked, it shows who voted for who, and everyone voted for Derek apart from Juju and Derek, obviously. Um, no, everyone voted for Derek apart from Derek and Juju. Yeah, I
In
worded that
Juju, yeah.
right. I worded that right.
I did like the little set they did because it was made to look like a bathroom. Because
Mm-hmm.
where do you put your lipstick on? A bathroom if you're at the club. I did think like the voting, it adds a different layer to it. It adds a kind of
Mm-hmm.
more kind of rivalries and alliances. It's more kind of turning into a bit like a Survivor kind of Big Brother America kind of style gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Overall, what did we think of the lip sync?
The lip sync was good. I mean, Evie obviously won in my mind too. I know the thing is like the lip sync assassins. They have like obviously time to think out a performance to prepare for one, but like the people like winning the challenge, they don't really get much time to prepare.
They're all given the day before the lip sync the song, like they're given the song, like kind of lip sync song, to kind of prepare and practice, so they do know what the
That's true.
song's going into it. The same with a regular season, they're given the song, like a short part of the song, so they can get into the mood of it, like.
Mm-hmm. True, but I feel like the lip sync assassins were told like way before them for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, we of course, who are your hopes for the lip sync assassins this season? So we have six more. Because obviously there's not going to be one at the
Um,
finale because that's just them
yeah.
lip syncing against each other, clearly.
Okay,
Um,
so who would be the best? I would say Alyssa will probably come on. I say
I say they're going to
I don't know.
introduce one of the ex All Star winners for sure. So Monet, or like I could see like out of the realistically, I could see either Monet, Trinity, maybe Trixie, but Trixie, I wouldn't count Trixie as a lip sync assassin. I'd say
No.
probably like maybe Trinity the Tuck, definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Manila, because she did pretty well.
Maybe, yeah. Um,
If
Plus, I don't know if
I
Angie came into
know,
my head. She's not really a lip sync assassin, though.
well, she is one of WoW's favorite queens. So they're probably going to bring her back. I would love to see. Who was it that was thinking of? Who I'd love to see? Oh, I would love to see some early lip sync assassins for sure. Like
Mm.
some from season. I Come on, give me Jiggly. She did pretty good. Bring me Latrice,
It's true, yeah. I
Monique
can't think of
Heart.
anyone else off the top of my head. Monique, maybe.
Um, who from season 11? Beside, just think season 10.
Cameron Michaels.
Yeah, or Asia. We could bring Asia.
Mm. But let's face it,
Um,
Cameron's a better lip syncer.
Season 9. They could bring back Shay. Not Shay.
Shay's already on the bleeding season.
Sasha.
Sasha, maybe, yeah.
There's a lot of different queens we could bring back, like.
Yeah, exactly. For sure, we're just going to have to wait and see because that's going to be on our TVs now for the next 2 months.
Well, so, yeah, pretty much 7 weeks. And then, of course, during the last few episodes, we, of course, launch Drag Race Canada.
Oi,
Red.
hoy.
AAA. So.
Exactly. Right, okay, enough Drag Race. We all know it's going to be a weekly session, Drag Race, on our podcast, but I don't want to go about it too long.
Yeah. Literally, the bottom is ending the conversation on it.
Fuck you.
1 for the bottom quota. Ding! Every time Jack is mentioned as a bottom, take a shot.
Oh, God.
Wait till next week. You'll be drunk by the end of it. Wait till you see the guest. That's announced later on in the episode.
Yes, it will be. Okay, so next topic at hand, we have a few little things people want to talk about. But before we do that, we're going to talk about something ourselves. So, Tone, we are both now officially back in work after the whole, well, obviously COVID isn't over yet, but I mean, since our wee little holidays.
Wee little holidays. The wee little holidays. What did you do during your wee little holidays?
What did I do? I mean, is nothing an answer?
I don't think you did nothing. You made chicken.
I made loads of chicken.
If you want chicken, or you want Jack to open a chicken restaurant similar to, well, what would it be called? KFC.
No.
It would be BFC.
Take a shot.
Bottom fried chicken, y'all. Oh, it's finger looking good. What every bottom says.
Oh my God.
That's a 3. Come on, next week's guest. Beat my quota. There's no prize. I want satisfaction. But yeah,
So,
what else
anyway.
did you do? What else did you do during lockdown? Did you get up to much? Did you do anything exciting?
Well, we've mentioned it every episode so far, but I bought a fridge. That would have been like my highlight of this fucking lockdown, is buying a fridge for my bro.
Did you find the key the last episode, or was it after?
Yes, I found the key the last episode. We talked about this with Nikki.
I keep forgetting. You know, that fridge is infamous.
It is. It'll be featured in a lot of episodes.
Yeah, it's called 50 Shades of Jack's fridge.
Exactly. But yeah, so we're both back in work now. So how are you feeling about being back? Obviously, working in Starbucks is different to working in a hotel. So,
well, we both work in hospitality. I will say this: like during lockdown, I pretty much was playing Animal Crossing every day. My island is called Anna Upian. Anna Upian.
Oh, for
it had to happen. I have a beautiful island. I have Raymond. I got him on my 3rd island. I was like, yes. Loads of people are buying him for $50, like on eBay. I'm like, no. I was playing Smash. I did cooking. I bought protein powder and a TV. But yeah, I'm excited to be back at work. Like, it may not be in my regular store, but it's good to be back. It's good to have at least a bit of normality back in my life. And of course, back to making what I do best, making drinks for all the gays of pretty much cities to drink and they go like bitch about on Instagram lives. I don't know.
We love our Karens, don't we?
Karen with an I, darling. Karen with an I or Karen with a Y?
Oh, sleep with me, Jesus.
Because you'll be going when they say when they say something about like their when they say make a complaint, you're going, why, Karen? Why?
So what? You're only back in work since yesterday. Like, how is it? I mean, is it busy? Because I know, like, Vicky and Robin, shout out the girls, like they're in Drogheda, and like theirs is pretty fucking dead. So,
It's
what's
pretty
Limerick
much
City
dead
Starbucks
across
like?
the it's pretty much dead across the water. Like a lot of consumers, a lot of people, they are scared to go outside because obviously there is that risk. A lot of because we have removed it, it's no longer a cafe for the time being. A lot of people don't want to come in and sit down, so it's kind of difficult. I do love my work and I can't wait to eventually be back in my own store and back to our usual format of things where I'm being my sassy old self and making great drinks and the machines that I love and a bit of everything else. Like it's good to be back. Like I always say that.
Hmm.
What about yourself, Jack? How's it being back in of course, the hotel sector? How's everything with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. I mean, I've been back in work for 3 weeks now, I think. Yeah, because we opened back up for like to accommodate essential workers and all that first off, and now I think starting back on the 29th of June, we're allowed welcome everybody back. And I mean, yesterday, ooh, bitch, yesterday. By the way, this is being recorded on a Wednesday, so yesterday was Tuesday
Tuesday.
with it Tato Park announcing their reopening. We got a
They
bunch of
went back
bookings
on that.
after. Exactly, I know, that's what I'm getting to. Um, but like after it was announced, people booking all their rooms because obviously people coming down to Tato Park means they're going to be staying with us. But then Tato Park announced, "Oh, sorry, no, we're not." And I'm like, for Jesus Christ's sake, just when we think we're getting loads of bookings and we're going to be busy, Tato Park goes back on their bleeding word. So that's what I
Oh,
had to
Mr.
deal with yesterday.
Tato. Hey, do they still sell Tato bars in that place?
No, but I wish they did, guys. Remember the bleeding Tato chocolate bars? Everyone thought they were rotten, but I thought they were gorgeous.
They need to remake them. Also, if you want to try a Tato bar, like just basically melt down a Cadbury's bar and shove some potatoes into it. It won't taste like a golden crisp, but it's like a golden crisp.
Hmm. If anything, I think that would be
Bit
better because
crispy.
like Tato only used your bleeding generic chocolate, but like dairy milk and Tato, that sounds even better.
Like their chocolate tastes like cooking chocolate.
Yeah, kinda.
Also, shout out to me doing a different background every single episode. I've changed the background in this episode at least 3 times by
Yes,
moving
that's what I was about to
around.
say. Is like talk about technical difficulties. Okay,
Oh,
we're
are you
back.
back? Are you back? Because you kind of just glitched out there.
Yeah.
I felt like you were like I don't know, a Poppy album for a second. I was like, what? Where'd it go? Remember Miley Cyrus and her dead pets? It kind of glitched out like that. No one remembered the album.
True. Anything can happen during a recording, folks. Um, but yeah, we're both back on work. All seems to be good for the time being, and
Mm.
we'll see how everything goes.
Now, of course, we're going into fan questions. Now, you guys, of course, had a series of questions to ask us. The first one I want to look at is how good looking is Dylan? Now, if you guys don't know Dylan, Jack, care to fill them in on who Dylan is?
Sure. Um, Dylan is one of our dear friends from the good old land of Belfast, Northern Ireland. Um, a bunch of people up in Northern Ireland. Shout out to Dylan, obviously, Katie, Nick. Um, yeah, that's all we know up there. But
Blue hydrangea.
yeah, shout out to Blue. We want you on the show. um, but yeah, like they're a bunch of the nerdies we know. But Dylan in particular, how good looking is Dylan? Tone
Not
had a
as good
brilliant
look
answer for this.
not as good looking as his Madonna vinyls. please sell them because honestly, they'll sell more than your ass. I'm gonna be honest, like, please sell them because like your ass won't make that much on the market, love. Come on. Bedtime stories, anyone?
He's gonna kill you.
Oh, how he's gonna kill me.
Oh god.
Wait, is he gonna throw Madonna X at me?
I don't think he has Madonna X, does he?
Is it Madam X or Madonna X? I'm
Madam X,
not.
I don't think he has Madam X yet.
Someone please sell him more Madonna vinyls, please. Keeps looking for bedtime stories.
Very true.
Yeah, but I stand by my statement. His vinyls would sell more than his ass.
Agreed.
That didn't really
Right, okay,
answer the
let's move on to the
question.
actual exactly. Let's move on to the actual questions now because that was just a slight little dig we wanted to get in. But okay.
You didn't do anything. I did it all. You just sat there and looked
I said we.
satisfied. You were like, he's gonna read a bitch. I live for it. I was like, honey, if you can't read yourself, how the hell are you gonna read somebody else? Unless you frack a entire housing estate.
Oh god.
Don't mention the fracking.
Ay ay ay.
So what is our next question, Jack?
Our next question is what we're most looking forward to after lockdown completely lifts, which hopefully should be, according to Mr. Varadkar, by the end of July, I think.
Yeah, July 20th.
The day after my birthday.
Oh, yes. I am looking forward to. I have multiple ones. Obviously, I want to sit down in a cinema again. I want to watch Mulan. I want to watch several other films. Like, yeah, I'm just excited to go back to cinema, go back to restaurants. Like,
Oh, I need a sit down meal, for the love of God. I mean,
I
it's not the same ordering from restaurants and bringing a plate back home. I need to have it sit down.
a styrofoam container is not the same as a plate where the chef has put great planning into that plate. Where a
Exactly.
styrofoam box has been an Uber Eats bike going sloshing around like literally Derek Barry's hair during during his entire entrance. Ha ha ha!
Oh God.
And you're there going, "Is this what I ordered, or does it look like a 4-in-1?"
Exactly.
Actually, that reminds me, Jack. What was your So, Jack, what is your takeaway choice? This is actually just a question that popped into my head. Since we're all just on takeaways, what is your takeaway choice of the week?
Of the week.
Mine would be, of course, Subway. It's a
Really?
takeaway. Well, I just like sandwiches. I'm feeling like a roll type of person this week. Just because like I'm on a roll.
Yeah,
You
we love a
better.
good sandwich.
You might as well smash that.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
I guess many people are just gonna ghost me after this.
Including me.
Oh, honey, you should have seen his makeup and before this started. He looked like a ghost.
I still do.
He looked like he looked like one of some of the makeup contestants on Drag Race. You're just there going, oh, that's not a ghost.
Oh God.
He looked like he was from the Gays Anatomy episode. Whoa.
Sweet baby God. So Tone's most looking forward to the cinema when things open back up. I mean, not
Also
the
a
answer I
cold
was
pint.
expecting. A cold.
Also a cold pint. A cold pint. And to quote Tony Holohan, I don't want not to quote Tony Holohan, I don't eat peanuts. I want bacon fries.
Yes.
Packet of bacon fries, a cold pint, and just like sitting there, just like going like,
Mhm. Exactly. What I'm most looking forward to, though, is my bleeding musicals, my concerts, my shows.
Oh, I can't wait for
Everything.
that.
I mean, for those who don't know, me and Tone literally go to all our fucking concerts together. And concerts and musicals we have coming up include Lady Gaga, The Friends Musical Parody, Six, Pussycat Dolls, Heidi in Closet, Waitress, Crystal Method, Adore Delano, Book of Mormon, Trixie Mattel, Jada Essence Hall, and Jan.
And I'll also have the Hella Mega Tour, which of course is Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy.
You're going to
And yeah, I'm going to that. One of my friends got me tickets. It was of course Kiwi. She got me tickets. So I was like, sure, I'll go, bitch. So she got me tickets. What else? Yeah, I think that's all our concerts currently. We will have one more that is going to be announced next week that we're going to.
that? GG good.
We all kind of know. But
Yeah.
one thing I will say is though, last year was a year where I had the most gigs. This year is where I have no gigs. I'm like,
Exactly. It's weird for us. We're literally at a
here's.
gig or a show at least once a month.
I will say this. Do you know where most of my gigs are currently? They're in this thing.
Your computer.
Did you say that in the culture way? I call it the magical box where people appear on the screen.
All right, Tina Parton.
If you're watching this, obviously on the Friday, we don't know how Tina did in the course Queen of Captivity. Leave us comments. Some description, I don't know.
Exactly. But yeah, that's what I'm most looking forward to is all our shows and our concerts, musicals, and a good owl night out in the bleeding George.
Give me shisha. I want shisha. Was it shishka?
Oh, a good shisha would be good too.
Remember, did you have blueberry mint, or am I thinking of something else?
I think so.
Yeah, blueberry mint tastes lovely.
Mm. Good old shisha in the living room in Dublin.
Or in Jack's case, just go to Mad Egg and he'll eat cheesecake.
I love a bit of Mad Egg. That's purely why I've been making my own fried chicken at home because I miss Mad Egg.
Why don't you make a cheesecake next?
Oh, good idea.
Find out in the next episode how Jack does with his cheesecake, and Lavender or whoever is in our comment section will just read him to filth.
Dylan loves reading our comments. Love you, Dylan.
He doesn't love just reading our comments, he loves reading us.
It's not very good though.
Dylan, how do you feel about this? Please send your complaints to 50 Shades of Mehhhh podcast on Instagram, where one of our social media managers will deal with it. It's going to be him. Um,
Because Tone doesn't even use our social media, even though I give him the passwords and everything to use them if he wants.
I will eventually.
For those of you who don't know, Tone's a lazy bollocks.
I'm not a lazy bollocks now, mind you. I use a foam roller from time to time, thank you. I'm
Oh my god.
old, okay? I have a bad back.
Hmm. Exactly. I wonder how.
It's from bending over and lifting crates of white liquid in a bottle.
Yeah, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, see, look, a bottom would be excited about white liquid. See, it's confirmed.
Detect the sarcasm.
That's number 4 or 5. I don't know. Someone please do a quota.
Oh my god. Right. What other fun questions do we have? Things we've been doing during lockdown. Well, things we were doing before everything now because we're both back at work, but we kind of touched on this already. I mean, literally all I've been doing is either drinking drinks out of my fridge, playing PlayStation, or cooking, and boohoo shopping. But
Oh, honey, you've been boohoo shopping. I have been Amazon shopping. My shells are
oh, I
finally
was Amazon shopping
arriving.
too.
My shells are arriving after a month, and I'm getting an Animal Crossing companion guide because I just love books.
Sweet baby God. You could get that on Book Depository for fuck off.
Oh, it was on sale anyway.
Okay, fine.
It's a big thick book. But yeah, I've been also buying Funko Pops.
Oh God, you're going to turn into Dylan now.
Hey, I only have Scarlet Witch, Harley Quinn, Romy Michelle, one of the Care Bears, Doctor Who one, Mary Poppins one, Ursula one, Hermione Granger, and Hello Kitty.
I love how you start that sentence with only, and it's not only.
Ah, sure.
Well, compared to Dylan, it is only because for those y'all who know our friend Dylan, he is mad into his Funko Pops. In fact, I might leave a little video in the link in the description of his YouTube channel where he has all of his fucking ones in one video.
What? Where was this YouTube channel? Where was I not told about? I probably was told about it. I forgot about it.
Probably. But yeah, link in the description, along with all our other links, all our social medias. It'll all be in our link tree.
I'm just gonna ask it. Is one of us gonna ask Dylan to feature on this show?
Already have.
Oh my god, Queen of not captivity. We're not getting sued. Of course. Speaking of shows, in last week's show, of course, we mentioned Nikki's Blacklight. Now, what did we think of it?
Everyone bar one person was amazing.
Oh, oh Jesus, that's really an extra grind there.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, me lovely girl Lavender was in it, and she performed amazing. And all I have to say is the neck of anyone who thought that was an iMovie production.
Where I was just basically beating around the bush, Jack just goes straight in there for the neck.
Exactly. I
It'll
don't
be
care.
traffic. It'll be their story time.
Oh my god. But yeah, everyone apart from one in Blacklight were amazing. And obviously shout out to our girls Nikki and Lavender who are in it as well. But obviously Nikki because she runs the leading show, but I especially loved their two performances.
Yeah, and we did obviously they did raise like a good bit of money for, of course, a BLM movement.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty much a good all rounder. Can't wait for the next one, whenever it will be.
She announced it.
Did she? I have
See,
a
this is
memory.
how much Tone pays attention.
I
The
got
next
distracted.
Blacklight will be on June 27th.
I get distracted by things that shimmer. I'm like a crow.
Wait, June 28th. Yeah, June 20th.
Oh, the day before before travel restrictions load
Yeah,
up.
exactly. It's
Then we
a.
can have queens in the same room together. All hell will break loose.
Yeah, exactly. So next Blacklight, June 28th, as a Dublin Digital Pride after party.
Ooh, do you know what's going to be exciting though? Can Here's the thing. Can you since venues don't really work, could you have a drag show outside? Weather
Probably.
permitting.
Weather
Yeah.
permitting. You probably could. Just because, I mean, I know I was talking to one of the lads in work yesterday, and he was saying in Navan they're doing drive-through concerts where have people
Oh,
like performing on the stage, but everyone has to stay in their cars.
they're having that here in Limerick along with drive-in movies.
Yeah, they don't drive in maybe in Ashburn as well, but I thought the drive-through concert was like interesting idea.
It's an interesting idea because literally you can just like pretty much just set up and go.
Mm,
All you have
exactly.
to do is shut up and drive.
Shut up and drive.
Queen of changing the background yet again.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, you need to
So
come up with
we've
one
already
bleeding background.
So here we think we've got like in our episodes, if you want to drink. Of course, we've seen other podcasts where they say a certain word. Is it Phyllis in in a certain other podcast where you drink? Is
Mhm.
it Phyllis? Yes. With our one, it's how many times do I or the guest mention that Jack is a bottom? How many times does Jack mention, "Oh baby Jesus"? How many times do I change the background and of course mentioning shimmering, walking into the club, kids bop, or any number of complicated, make no sense garbage, aka what I always say.
So basically, everyone's going to be drunk at the end of each video.
They won't be drunk at the end of the video. They'll be fucking blacked out.
Even better.
We will not take responsibility if you end up in A&E. Thank you so much. Please don't. Please think responsibly. Please. Unless it's devil's bit, then basically that's your own freaking fault. Ew, you manky bastard.
Oh, God. Right, so that's all our questions for this week. So we're on to our last segment, which is going to be a recurring segment. Toad, what's our song of the week this week?
Well, of course we have. Well, technically, my song of the week would be, of course, from the early 2000s, late 90s. Of course, is Blacks As If. Now, of course, this group is linked to TLC. It was featured in the movie Bring It On. It's really kind of R&B kind of take, and of course, one of the main singers in it, obviously, she had a crazy life. I think one of her kind of like she was the protege of Lisa Left Eye Lopez from TLC, which is
Hmm.
amazing. Like the music, though she did die the exact same way, which is kind of very strange.
Oof.
But yeah, it's a killer song. It's really late 90s, kind of early 2000s, gets you that vibe where literally we had Kirsten Dunst was in teen movies, Eliza Dushku. It was fucking lit. I have the weird songs no one remembers, but hey, check them out. Like, maybe intrigued.
Exactly. My song of the week, I mean, obviously, it's a Chromatica song. Sorry, not sorry. Um,
Um,
oh my god. You wish.
no.
So Jack's song of the week is from Chromatica, Sign from Above, is what I've been bopping to this week.
I've got something now. What is your movie? Your all-time favorite movie?
Well, that's random, but okay.
I just want to know, literally, like, we're talking about songs, might as well introduce movies.
I don't know. I mean, all-time favorite movie, that's a big one. I mean, obviously, one that pops into my mind, Star is Born.
Born. I knew he was gonna say that. I was like, Jack's gonna say Star is Born, right? He's gonna say Star is Born. I'm waiting for that moment. Um, for me, it would have to be Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Oh
We
god.
created post-its. We created post-its, you know. Any film with Lisa Kudrow has got my heart.
Hmm. Very true. Love Lisa Kudrow. Love anyone on Friends. Jax is a big Friends fan, in case y'all didn't know.
You want that to be a reference as well every time you mention Friends, they have to drink.
Lovely.
Great, great, great. So, pretty much in this episode, we've been our usual crazy selves. And of course, we've been teasing this episode who's going to drag both our asses pretty much completely is our next guest. Now, Jack knows this person very well. And of
I
course, I
do.
met this person as well plenty of times, and they know how to drag me as well. Jack, do you want to announce our special guest?
Yes, we will. This special guest is obviously a very close friend of mine. Love her to absolute bits, but Jesus Christ, she can read a bitch. And we cannot wait to have her on. So, drum roll, please. Yes, next week we will be having Lavender on. I cannot fucking wait.
Jack, you said drum roll.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's a foam roller. I'm drum rolling it.
I hate you.
People. So do most of the general public, but here we are.
Mhm. Oh my god. So yeah, Lavender on next week, ignoring Tone's like fabulous puns, but we're buzzing to have Lavender on next week because that's going to be a fun show.
I'm scared. I've seen what questions this person has come up with plenty of times
Mm.
for this show. So if you are scared of what's to come, you should be, because Jack
Mhm.
is. The fear in his eyes will make him even more. His makeup will look even more bright next week because he'll be scared shitless.
True. Aye, aye, aye. Right, so I think that's us done for today, Tone. What do you think?
I think that's done for another episode.
It is indeed. Right, so I think it's time to sign off.
I think it's time to sign off now. Of course, if you want to follow us on Instagram, what is the Instagram, Jack?
So our podcast Instagram is 50 Shades underscore podcast. My personal Instagram is at jackoc9889. And Tone's personal Instagram is
At Tone Deaf 27, not
because he
28,
can't
because
sing.
I'm. No, because technically I don't listen to anything.
Yeah, that's true too.
It just goes in one ear and out the other. That's why I got headphones on so I can hear what goes on so it doesn't escape me. My mind looks like a cheese grater.
Yes,
Funky
exactly.
but a bit weird.
Mm. And again, we have everything, all our links below in our link tree. Um, we have obviously our Instagrams, and we also have links to our Anchor, which has our audio podcasts, which is basically this but audio form. And obviously,
Ye-
y'all are here, so make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube and click the bell notification so that you're informed when all our videos go live. Jesus Christ, I feel like a YouTuber now.
Now, of course, if you do want to see previous episodes, they are, of course, all linked in our link tree. And if you go on to, of course, our channel here, uh, it should be. This is terrible camera. It's down there somewhere, okay? I'm not sure. To the left, to the right. I feel like I'm doing this cha-cha slide. To the
Mm.
left, to the right. So it's all down there if you want to be notified of all our future episodes. Don't forget to press the bell button so that it has little lines beside it. Looks like it's shaken. Pretty much like Jack is when he sees our next guest in person. When they've got their back book comes out, they're like, Jack, it's time to read you. They're like, shit. So yeah, all our past episodes are there, all our links and everything. And if you do want to tip us, don't be afraid to. We need pizza, preferably pepperoni, not
Exactly.
a stuffed crust, maybe. Anyone want stuffed crust?
Domino's aren't doing stuff crust yet.
Oh, that's shite.
I
It's
know,
just
I
like
know.
this roll. There's nothing inside it.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, let's
It's
sign off before I kill you.
You wish. No one can kill me. I'm like Cher. I'm like the cockroaches of the world. I'll never die. It's a famous
Oh my
last
god.
word there. Famous last words before Dylan and you come to my house to kill me.
Mhm. Exactly. Right, everyone. So that's it for this week. We shall see you all next week with special guest Lavender.
Ooh. Episode 4. Oh.
Yes, exactly. Right. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.